Good morning to our journalists who are here with us, our viewers, online viewers, those here at home and in the diaspora. The long-awaited cash card launch for the SEED program is over, and we are here to share the good news with our beneficiaries and our citizens. With me this morning is Senator Honorable Gloria Thomas, Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Permanent Secretary with Responsibility for Social Development and Gender Affairs, Mrs. Naomi Jeremiah, Mr. Floyd Dowden, Executive Manager, Operations and Administration, Grenada Cooperative Bank, our Seed Manager at the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Ms. Kinder DeBellot, and we have supporting us here as well, Mrs. Chrissy Charles, our Social Development Director at the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs. So I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of all these people to bring the good news about our cash card launch for the SEED program. So first up, I'll invite Permanent Secretary Naomi Jeremiah to speak in that regard.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Senator the Honorable Gloria Ann Thomas, Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Mrs. Chrissy Charles, Director of Social Services, Mrs. Kinder DeBellot, Seed Manager, Ministry of Social Development, Mr. Floyd Dowden, Executive Manager, Operations and Administration, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Seed Officers, Seed Beneficiaries, media, online viewers, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a pleasure to have this long-awaited launch for the Seed Beneficiaries ATM cash card. The nation is informed that the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, along with the Government of Grenada, signed an agreement with the Grenada Cooperative Bank in December of 2023. This agreement was for the implementation of the SEED ATM card. The project incurred some setbacks and hurdles, and with the determination of the ministry and the cooperation and collaboration of the Grenada Cooperative Bank, we were able to bring that project into fruition today, of which this is a great achievement for us. The ministry and the bank officials were able to maneuver those hurdles, and here we are today. The SEED ATM card is a very important card for the ministry at this point in time. As we move to technology and digitalization of the SEED system that we have running now, the SEED ATM card are mainly being launched here for the over 7,000 household and beneficiaries that we have on the program. The ministry identified some issues at hand in terms of our service delivery for the SEED beneficiaries. And we realized that from month upon month, there were various lines that the various district revenue office of persons, our beneficiaries, our vulnerable population has to go to those lines monthly to collect their SEED cash. And being a caring ministry as we are, we decided that this have to be dealt with, and thus the launch and the birth of this card. However, the SEED ATM card will provide access to cash using the various Connex machines located throughout Grenada. Therefore, improve access to cash as we provide better services for the vulnerable population. This population under the SEED program include persons who are disabled, the mentally ill, and persons over 60 years. The SEED ATM card offers a secure and a convenient way for program participants to withdraw cash and check their account balances, enhancing financial inclusion and accessibility. Now, persons may ask, what is the SEED ATM card? A SEED ATM card allows you access to funds from the SEED account through any Connex ATM machine located throughout Grenada. It can be used for cash withdrawal and to check your seed account balances. How do I apply, you may ask, for this card? The Seed ATM card is available only to people enrolled within the government seed program. If you are already a seed program member, you will be contacted by the seed officer in your parish with information on the process to collect your seed ATM card. New persons seeking enrollment for the seed program must contact the seed department to make an appointment. The seed cards are distributed by government appointed seed officers by appointment only. No activation is needed for this card. It is clear. Just enter the selected code provided to you within separated sealed document when you receive your seed ATM card, and you can begin withdrawing cash from any of the Connex ATM machines. Remember, I would like to urge our elderlies at this point. Your PIN code should only be kept with you. You are not allowed to have a friend or a neighbor have your card. This is or your PIN number. This should be held within your care in a safe keeping. The ministry applauded the work of the bank, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, for their diligence in ensuring and their commitment in ensuring as we work together, we were able to deliver this card to our population. So I thank them richly. I thank my minister for working along with us. You know, at times it was difficult as we have to report as to the status of how things are going. But I thank God for her patience, her endurance. And here we are today. I'm happy that we are able to launch. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Pierre Jeremiah, for that insight. I now turn you over to our seed manager, Ms. Kenda DeBellat.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senator, the Honorable Gloria Thomas, Minister for Social Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Ms. Naomi Jeremiah. Can I take that over? Okay. Senator Gloria Ann Thomas, Minister for Social Development, Housing and Gender Affairs. Ms. Naomi Jeremiah, Permanent Secretary, which responsible for Social Development and Gender Affairs. Ms. Chrissy Wom Charles, Director of Social Development. Mr. Floyd Dowden, Executive Manager. Seed officers, seed beneficiaries, media, good morning.
Good morning.
The Support for Education Empowerment Development Program, SEED, is an income support program that targets the poorest and most vulnerable citizens in Grenada and provide them with a conditional cash transfer to facilitate improved development outcomes among households. SEED goal is to reduce poverty and increase investment in human capital among the poor and vulnerable. The unit is thrilled to announce the launch of our Seed Cash Card designed to make transaction faster, safer, and more rewarding, offering the seed beneficiaries prudence, convenience, and flexibility. This card was designed for easy access to your funds, ensuring seamless cash withdrawals and secure transactions. As we roll out this new service, we look forward to hearing feedbacks from our customers and continue to improve the payment process. This is a step forward, but the journey of innovation is ongoing, and we are committed in staying at the forefront of financial solutions. We are happy to announce that 60 persons across the island were selected to start piloting our new seed card from November payment. Then we will utilize a phase-out approach to ensure that all seed beneficiaries receive the cash card. I want to thank the bank for working with us as we put the card into fruition. Let us celebrate this launch and as a collective milestone and progress for our seed unit. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. DeBellot. And as you would have heard from Ms. DeBellot, it is to make our job easier. It also will ensure that it's a faster process for you and a more efficient one for you as well. Thank you very much, Mr. Bellot. I now invite Mr. Dowden to make some remarks from the Grenada Cooperative Bank.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Senator Honorable Gloria Thomas, Minister for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs. Mrs. Naomi Jeremiah, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for Social Development and Gender Affairs. Mrs. Chrissy Worm, Director of Social Services. Seed officers, seed beneficiary. I didn't see, Ms. Kinder DeBellot, sorry, the seed manager. The media or online viewers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. First of all, let me say how happy on behalf of our board, management, and staff, the Co-op Bank is to have been invited to be part of this program and this project. It is one of the things that we seek to do as we provide services to our Grenada community. One that adds convenience, one that adds efficiency, and this project obviously brings efficiency not just for the government of Grenada, but also for us at the bank. It has been a long journey, as P.S. Jeremiah said, but here we are today launching this card that we consider to be one that is swift, safe, and secure. Swift in the sense that you have immediate access to your funds, secure because there's a PIN-based transaction and you have control over your card and your PIN, your transactions will be safe. And so we thought that we'll implement those into the development of the card. Let me say to you and to re-echo what Mrs. Jeremiah said, the card is meant to bring you the convenience of having access to your funds at your time. And prior to this, as the PS explained, persons would have had to either line up at the government offices. If they had a checkup, they come to the bank. If the bank is closed, you're out of pocket until the bank is open again. The card today will give you the convenience of getting access to your funds whenever you feel like. On the Connex network, we have currently 29 ATMs scattered across the length and breadth of Grenada. There is not a parish that doesn't have an ATM on the Connex network, so no matter where you live in Grenada, you have close access to one of our ATMs, and that includes Carriacou. There's probably about 4 or 5 in Carriacou, and the other 24 thereabout are scattered across Grenada. And as I say, each parish carrying one of those ATMs. We want to assure you that your card is a secure card. As mentioned by P.S. Jeremiah, it is a card that offers you access via the ATM only. And that is not by choice, because if you when you open up those cards to online transactions and other opportunities, there's certain risks that come along with that. We all know about those remuneration attacks that happen at times, and people get cards, access to numbers, they get online and they use these transactions. This card was meant specifically to give you access to your cash. And here's why it is a cash-only transaction at the ATM. Now, for the security part of it is a PIN-based transaction. As I said, you will be provided with the card and a PIN in separate envelopes for security reasons. Once you maintain that card in your custody and that PIN in your custody, we guarantee you that there will be no unauthorized transactions on your account. Now, some people make I wouldn't say mistake, but they choose at times, depending on your situation, give somebody a granddaughter, a grandson, somebody to go to the ATM and get transactions for you, and that happens. If you do that, just be mindful that that person now has access to the card and has access to the funds. You cannot make deposits in the card. It's a program that the government supports, and so the access is for you to get your cash only. So people, as I say, choose to use somebody else to do the transaction. But you want to minimize that. If you don't have to do it, please don't do it. But if it happens like that, you are responsible for the transaction that occur on the card. Once you do that, your transactions are very, very safe. There's no online activity, so nobody can get the card and go and, your grandchildren might want to go online and shop and buy things on Shein and so on. And you should particularly restrict those things because we want to give you access to your card so that the funds are used for the purpose for which the government has intended it to be, for your support, your development as from where you sit. So we want to just admonish you on that. We continue to remain committed to the program. We look forward to the program being expanded to include other beneficiaries. But for now, we want to say we're happy to be part of this launch today. We're happy to be part of a journey to bring this efficiency and this benefit to our Grenadian population. We again applaud the government for this effort. It has been some consideration for some time, but here we are today at a milestone where today somebody will be able to make an ATM transaction with their card. So again, kudos to the ministry all who help, even our team at the bank. I want to extend our own appreciation to them and the team at the ministry, the technical teams who have worked assiduously at bringing this card to fruition today. So here we are today. We continue to remain committed to the process, and we continue to look forward to future opportunities to work with the government to bring efficiency and convenience to a greater population. So again, thank you for having me here, and all the best as we continue to use this card, and we hope that you would use it for the purpose meant and you'll enjoy the benefits that it brings. Thank you very much.
We thank you so much, Mr. Dowden, for joining us this morning to be part of such an occasion. And we want to also say thank you to the Grenada Cooperative Bank, the Government of Grenada, and the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs remains ever so grateful to all our social partners for your collaborative efforts in all our initiatives. Thank you again, sir. I now invite our Minister, Ms. Gloria Thomas, to share some remarks in this regard. I know she's ever so happy to be speaking here this morning on such an initiative.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. Mrs. Naomi Jeremiah, Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, with responsibility for social development and gender affairs. Mrs. Chrissy Warm Charles, Director of Social Development within the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Gender Affairs. Mr. Floyd Dowden, Executive Manager, Operations and Administrations, Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited. Ms. Kinder DeBellot, Seed Manager, Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs. Seed officers present, seed beneficiaries, members of the media, online viewers, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant good morning to all. It is a privilege to be hosting this lunch today as we mark an important milestone in our nation's journey towards financial inclusion and technological advancement with the launch of this new seed cash card. This initiative symbolizes a significant leap forward in our commitment to providing accessible, secure, and efficient financial solutions for all seed beneficiaries. We understand the vital role that financial empowerment plays in the prosperity of individuals, families, and communities. With this seed cash card, we are equipping our citizens with a convenient tool to manage their finances, make secure transactions, and access cash effortlessly wherever they need it. Our government vision is to build an economy where no one is left behind. The innovation behind this card ensures that our people can enjoy seamless, real-time transaction with the confidence that comes from robust security features. The Seed ATM card program is an innovative initiative by the Government of Grenada to provide financial support to eligible citizens. This program allows beneficiaries to access funds through Connex ATMs located throughout our Tri-Island state. The Seed ATM card offers a secure and convenient way for seed beneficiaries to withdraw cash and check their account balances, enhancing financial inclusion and accessibility. For now, the card cannot be used for online purchases, as Mr. Dowden indicated, at point of sales machine or at the ATM outside the Connex network. However, as time progresses, the Government of Grenada will continue to work tirelessly with the Cooperative Bank to see how feasible an additional feature like point of sales can be materialized to the seed card. However, we are grateful for the opportunity to start the piloting of this cash card. These cards will be maintained by the government of Grenada. Hence, no extra cost will be laid on any of the seed beneficiaries. As we boast about the significant increase in technology, I am happy to see that we are moving within time as we explore the world of possibilities that come with our latest offering and elevate your banking experience today. I commend all the partners and stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to make this vision a reality. This achievement is a testament of what can be accomplished when we all work together towards a common goal. As we celebrate this launch, let us remember that our work does not stop here. We must continue to innovate, adapt, and ensure that our financial ecosystems are in place. I commend all the partners and stakeholders who have worked to make this a reality. As we celebrate this launch, let us remember that our work does not stop here. We must continue to innovate, adapt, and ensure that our financial ecosystems remain resilient and inclusive. Together, we are building a future where every citizen has equal opportunities to thrive economically. Thank you, and congratulations to the seed unit on this achievement. My PS, Ms. Jeremiah, and staff of the Social Development for steering the course. Thank you, Grenada Cooperative Bank, who has made this possible. Let this new seed cash card be a beacon of progress, empowering our people and driving our nation forward. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Minister. And as you would have heard, the government remains committed to supporting and providing for our citizens. We say thank you to all our stakeholders, all our partners, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, and all who would have made this launch this morning possible. We remain committed as a government, as a ministry, to provide and support whatever needs that our citizens may have. We will be here for you. We will continue to be here for you. And whatever we can do, we will continue to go as far as we need to go to ensure that all our citizens are comfortable, are happy. All right? So to our beneficiaries, let us remember, let us be responsible with the card. Let us ensure that we secure our cards properly and do what we have to do to eliminate any destructions of the card, losses of the card. All right? So now we're going to be having a handing over of what we have, a display of the card from Mr. Dowden to our permanent secretary. Oh, to our minister, sorry. Now, Minister is going to be handing over the card to our seed manager at the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Ms. Kinder DeBellot. We'll now have a handing over from the seed manager to one of our seed beneficiaries. Thank you all so very much. Before you run away, we will be having the UNWFP Burial Relief Income Support Program BRISP. We're going to be having some remarks on this program as well. Earlier, we would have launched the program, and we are here again to bring you some more good news. So we'll have a 5-minute break, and we will return. So we're asking for a bit of patience, so you can rejoin us for more good news from the United Nations World Food Program, BRISP. Thank you so much. And I'm Petra Louison, the Public Relations Officer at the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.